Online teaching has become a necessity in current lockdown situation, and now most schools and colleges have adopted this real-time remote learning method. But because it was a new thing for teachers, so what they have done is they have chosen the easiest path of using a video conferencing software for teaching online. In this video, I'm going to show you why a video conferencing software such as Zoom, WebEx or Google Hangouts Meet is not sufficient for online teaching. What are those critical features which we cannot get in a video conferencing software and can only be obtained by using a learning management system? So I will show you a comprehensive list of features which will help you select a software for you. And the second thing I will show you in this video is what are some of the security standards which you must see on a software before selecting this for your school or college. Mostly the focus of this video is K-12 teachers. But other people who can benefit from this video are working from home or the one who are working in remote teams. And we are starting right after this short break. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Tahir, and if this is your first time, please hit the subscribe button and also the notification bell to get notified whenever I post a new video on this channel every Tuesday and Friday. Now, due to this current lockdown situation, online teaching has become a norm for all schools and colleges, and this is causing a lot of stress for teachers as well as for students. Because for most of students and teachers, this is a new trend. And now let's first look at some of the features which we should be looking for as online teachers in a video conferencing software. And then I will discuss some of the limitations of these software and why we should be switching to learning management systems early in our online career. So on this screen, I have listed some of the core features of a video conferencing software. And first let's discuss what are these features, because some of you might have just started developing online courses. So the first thing is obviously the ability to have a video conference with our students and other staff members. And the second thing which is important is that how many participants are allowed in a particular software, because some software allows you only a limited number of participants, and if your class size is large, that software might not be suitable for you. Another important factor is duration of a meeting, and this is also important because if there is a limit of 40 minutes, then your classes must be less than 40 minutes as well. Another important feature is how the video conferencing software generates the meeting ID. So as you might have noticed that during the last few weeks there is a lot of discussion about safety risks of Zoom, which is a video conferencing software, and that is because of the way Zoom generates a meeting ID. It's a number, and that number can easily be guessed. So we want a software which gives us the ability to choose our meeting ID, which in best case should be a combination of letters and numbers, and also the ability to choose a password for our meeting. So this is another important safety feature to consider. Then there are two very important features regarding the control or conduction of the video conference. And the first is that only host should be able to remove the people from the conference or mute them. So this is called a single control. So the person who is in charge of the meeting is controlling how the meeting is going on. But in some situation, for example, as a teacher, you sometimes might have to give this control to your students when you want your students to present something. So in that case, we also want the ability of host to transfer this control to any other student. For example, to make someone a presenter or even to make someone as the owner of the meeting. If, for example, the host has to go somewhere else while the meeting is in progress. Another important feature we want is that someone should be able to join the meeting via phone line. So what happens in this case is that the participant calls a certain number and then he has to put a PIN as well, and then he is able to join the meeting. So this is also a desired function for teaching online. Then as a teacher, sometimes we have to explain something on a whiteboard. So we want some integration of this video conferencing software with some whiteboard. So this can be implemented in different ways. I have two other videos on this topic where I have shown this whiteboard functionality. One is about ClassFlow and another is called Canvas Conferencing, which is a learning management system. So you can watch those videos on my channel. Another important feature is screen sharing. We should be able to share our screen as a teacher, or sometimes students should be able to share their screen as a student. Another important feature is ability to chat during the video conference. This is implemented by a separate chat box besides the video screens or underneath the video screens, where students or teacher can put some question, for example, and students can answer in order to get some engagement from the students. Another important feature is, for example, you have muted all the students and you as a teacher is conducting the classroom. In that case, students should have the ability to raise hand. And this feature has been implemented in some of the video conferencing software and almost every learning management system, that students can raise hand, icon will appear like this, and the teacher will understand that this student has a question, and then he can unmute the student and student can ask the question. So raise hand feature is also important for teaching software. Another important thing is that the ability to record the meeting and store on a cloud storage. And this function is also very important, that we want to record our meeting, because if some students are absent, we can send them the link to the recording and they can later on attend the class. Another important thing is that sometimes some of the features are not available in a video conferencing software, but we should be able to integrate this software with other applications to get a particular feature. Now, once you know that these are some of the important features, now you are in a position to select a particular video conferencing software to conduct your online classes. Now, most of these software, they only have these features. But as a teacher, there are some very important and critical features which are not available in these software. And now I'm going to show you what are those features and how can we get them. Now, as an online teacher, it is very important that you must engage your students in your class, because students are under stress, they have anxiety, that they feel isolated, they are not in the same room as you. So it depends on you to engage your students, and there are certain very important teaching functions which you cannot achieve by simply using a video conferencing software, such as giving your students some assignments and collecting those assignments based on certain deadlines. Then interactive quizzes are very important to get students engaged in your class. For example, during a class, you should be able to send them a quiz, you should be able to collect the answers, and those answers should be presented to you in a graphical fashion immediately, so that you can see that where the students are weak, which area you should emphasize more during your lecture, and whether or not they are listening to you or they are doing their own business. And normally it is recommended that you perform these interactive activities early in the class, early in your video conference, so that students get engaged, and that engagement will stay for some time. Then you can throw another quiz to get them back into your class, and so on. Then you don't want to grade them individually. You should be able to automatically collect the answers and grade them. And this feature is available only in learning management systems. And I have few videos about learning management systems which you can watch on my channel. And if you have any questions, I am happy to discuss those questions in the comments area of this video. Whiteboard, as I have already briefly discussed, whiteboard is important when you want to explain something. Sometimes you have to solve a question, sometimes you have to give a quick example by drawing some arrows, some lines. So whiteboard functionality is very important. Another very important function is content curation. So you should not be reinventing the wheel. There is a lot of content around any topic which has been created, and you should be able to take advantage of all that content by curating them into particular subjects or particular topics. And in learning management systems, you can do this very easily. I have a video about an application which is called Edpuzzle. You can search on my channel, Edpuzzle video. And in that video, which is a bit lengthy video, I have explained how to get this feature. Then another important thing is that because students feel isolated, So they should be able to communicate not only with teacher but also with other students. And you can also obtain this feature very easily in a learning management system. This can also be done in a video conferencing software, but not in a very professional manner. So in an LMS, you can create discussion boards, you can create groups where students can discuss with each other. Similarly, communication with the parents. This is very important, and I will suggest parents to get involved in the online teaching classes with the teachers, because unfortunately not all teachers are delivering contents in an efficient manner. They are just passing the time and students are getting nowhere. The job of the teacher is to take the student from level A to level B. And if you are not doing this, then you are not doing your job. So parents should be involved to see whether teacher is delivering something or just wasting time. The good news for parents is that all those teachers who are not doing their job in a professional manner, sooner or later, they will be removed from the system. And this is the beauty of online teaching, because only good teachers will survive and the rest will be jobless. I have made a video on this topic. You can watch on my channel. I have discussed this topic in detail, because for any subject we need only one teacher. Let's say there are 3 science teachers for year 9 in a particular high school. One teacher is delivering and 2 are not delivering. So what do you think will happen to those 2? Does the school need those 2 teachers? No. Welcome to the world of online teaching. Only one teacher can deliver lectures to all 3 classes. So sooner or later, those 2 will be removed from the system. So therefore, it is important for you to learn these skills. If you do not keep yourself abreast with the technology, you will be removed from the system. You will lose your job. So this was a brief discussion about what features we can get in a video conferencing software, what we can only get in a learning management system. And I would highly recommend that you guys, online teachers, you must adopt learning management system early in your career, because video conferencing software have some limitations. They are not designed for teaching. And now lastly, there are some security issues about these video conferencing softwares, and you might have already learned a lot about Zoom, that Zoom has a lot of security issues. Some countries have already banned the use of Zoom for teaching. And not only Zoom, there are some other software which are not safe. So there are some standards. For example, I have listed here, these are some of the standards you should be looking for when selecting a software. So like SOC 2 or ISO 27001 family of standards, these are some basic standards that your software must have at least these standards. Then there are some strict standards where there are some password requirements, that the passwords must have a combination of this and that. So I hope that you like this video. If so, please give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching and see you next time.